Yo. Alright.
What is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be the Winter 2019 starting lineup. Many of you know how these videos go through some of the best, the fragrances in my collection that I'll be wearing for different occasions during the season. I like to do these seasonally and sort of in the middle to early of the season so I can give you a real take on what I'm wearing, but then also early enough so if there's something I mentioned you like, you have the opportunity to pick it up. Now, normally the categories I do are signature scent, and again, this is all tribute to the fragrance reviewer Brandon who started this. I do signature scent, work scent, night out scent, romantic date night / between the sheet scent, black tie dressed up scent, and then Brandon did a daring scent. And because I don't really consider that many fragrances daring, I sort of do a rediscovered scent. So I filmed this video a week or so ago, and then I got a scent that I just had to knocked my rediscovered scent out. I'll keep that in my back pocket for another video, and we're gonna do a daring scent this time around. So let's get into it. So my signature scent this winter, this is one I talked about really favorably when I did the video for best tea fragrances. And this is Bulgari's Otay Noir. This is a fantastic smoky black tea fragrance. What I like about this one is it's not Tea for Two by L'Artisan Parfumé is a sort of smoky gourmand tea fragrance, black tea fragrance, and this is really dry. You know, this also has leather, it's got tobacco, there's rose, there's this synthetic oud note in here, so it's a drier, sort of more serious tea fragrance, but it's still really perfect for fall, for fall and winter weather. Just really a good all-around fragrance, something different as well. Just really worth your time, and you could pick this up for about $40 or so. So I highly recommend you do so if you like tea fragrances. Even if you like rose fragrances, there's the smoky rose note that really comes in this one as well. So that is my signature for winter 2019. Now my work fragrance. This is one that a pretty recent purchase. I got a used bottle and it had a sticker on the back, which I'm a little bummed out about. But this is Cartier's. You can see the sticker. I have to really get it off. This is Declaration. This is the Parfum version of Declaration. And I have Declaration, I have Declaration D'Eau de Soir, and I have this one, the Parfum version. And the Parfum version is just a darker version of the original, more cardamom. There's leather in here, there's benzoin. I'd say the cardamom, leather, and benzoin are more pronounced. So it's a more full version of the original. It's really good for winter, for work in the winter, I feel like, because it's got a lot of spice to it, a lot of resin to it, and it's sort of dry enough and nondescript that you could wear it to an office and be okay. So it works well for the office, and it's my work scent for fall winter 2019. Next is my night out scent, and this one, you know, I'm not huge on incense scents that are just incense scents. I don't have too many. I don't think that are just pure incense. I know I have a few, but you know, they kind of bore me. They kind of feel one-dimensional. I really do like this one for a cold night out. And this is from Laboratorio Olfativo. By the way, the Cartier Declaration Parfum you can find online for like $50 or so. This is from Laboratorio Olfativo, and it's called Chakra Sale. And it's really just an incense fragrance. There's some other things going here. There's some black pepper, there's some cashmere, there's some cypriol oil, but it really is just a really nice sort of clean church incense. And I think it just works well out on a cold winter night. It's not so overbearing that you're going to sort of offend people around you, or you're going to smell smoky. It's got enough of like the terpenic lemon that frankincense can have, but it's still just a nice incense scent. And it's not super expensive. This is a 30 ml bottle, and you can get a 30 ml bottle for around $55. So it's a great, affordable incense, and I think it works out really well in the cold, and you don't have to break the bank for it like some other incense scents. Next is the Romantic or Between the Sheet fragrance. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This is from the house. Oh, I love this so much. This is from the house of Atelier d'Or, and this is called Loon Faline Black Cat. This is such a good gourmand. It's a vanilla fragrance, there's no doubt about it, and it's an over-the-top vanilla fragrance. It's like frosting light and sweet, but there's ambergris here, there's cardamom, there's cinnamon, there's a lot of balsam, there's Peru balsam in this one. It's very warming, it's cozy, it's a little bit animalic from the ambergris. It's a beautiful unisex gourmand vanilla fragrance. It's a little bit more pricey. I think it's around $200, $250. But if you like vanilla, it's not as dry and boozy as like a Spirituous or one of those fragrances. It's a little bit more sweet, but it's not overly like offensively sweet. It's definitely worth checking out. I recommend this one, Loon Faline by Atelier d'Or. I think it's a great fragrance for significant other to cozy up to you with. Then my dressed up fragrance, black tie fragrance. You know, I think Lalique, who I featured, I'm pretty sure, on this series so many times, just makes great fragrances. And I'm a fan of the entire Encre Noir series, but there's more to Lalique than the Encre Noir series. This is a really good one. This is called just Ambre Noir. And this guy is tobacco. There's cognac here. There's cinnamon. There's a lot of resins. It's just sort of a sweet, dark, resinous, beautiful fragrance to wear dressed up. Like it gives off a very mature vibe, upscale vibe. It punches way above its price range. This is a $70 fragrance or so, and I think that's only because some Lalique fragrances could be hard to find. I imagine there'll be a time where, you know, this could come down to $35 or so. It's very much worth it. Just a really nice, if you like fragrances that have like boozy notes and tobacco and you know, spices, this is one that will do you well for a good for a good price point. And then my daring fragrance, honestly, if this fragrance was produced by Montal or Amouage or the Bond Dubai line or Xerjoff even, you know, people would be going berserk right now. This is one of the craziest incense animalic oud fragrances I've ever smelled, and it's by Dua, and it's called Incense Night. This is an original by them. The notes on this are rum, tobacco, spice rum, tobacco, birch tar, styrax, incense, Hindi oud, vanilla, berries. This is crazy. This is dirty, dirty incense and oud with some gourmand, like tobacco, almost like tobacco vanille notes and berries. It's a spicy, dirty, smoky bomb. I sprayed this in my hallway when I got my bottle, and it was there. That smell was there for hours later. I'm not making it up, in the air, hours later. This would be a hype train monster this winter. But because it's made by a house that's, you know, primarily known for doing, you know, replica fragrances and now crossover fragrances, you know, it's unfortunately not going to get the shine it should deserve. For me, it's going to get the shine it deserves. If you like that kind of fragrance, that sort of over-the-top, animalic, dirty scent, you should buy this. You shouldn't fuck around. You should just get yourself a bottle of this for the $65 or $75. Nice presentation as well. It's got the metal label. It's a monster of a fragrance, and it's a totally original take. I've smelled nothing like this in my life. That's my daring fragrance. So we can go through them again real quickly. My signature scent, Otay Noir by Bulgari. My work scent, the parfum version of Declaration. My night out scent, Chakra Sale, or Sacrest by Laboratorio Olfativo. My date night fragrance, Loon Faline by Atelier Dior. My dressed up black tie fragrance, Ombre Noir by Lalique, and my daring fragrance, Incense Night by Dua. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think of these picks, and if you're interested in picking any of them up. And I'll see you real soon again with more videos.
I believe that they set you up, took you out on the town, had them wet you up. Vestless, another name on the death list, gave the thug the slugs to the chest, left them breathless.